Hey, what's up guys? It's Eli with Night Jiu-Jitsu and with Aperture, and I'm going to show another video today. I think the topic I've had a few questions about, and something I've been wanting to do for a little while anyway, close guard submissions. Okay, so we're not going to focus as much on sweeps, because we can have sweeps and submissions, we can have combinations, we can go sweep to sweep, submission to submission, sweep to submission, all that stuff, but I want to really focus heavily on looking at the submissions from starting at close guard. So if Mitch is inside my guard like this, from here this way, he's already gotten his posture like this, so we can take it in different levels. If he already has his posture, one basic one that I want to look for right away is if I can get inside his collar here this way. So I'm going to go palm up, one here deep inside the back of his collar. Second hand can go underneath if it's palm up. So if it's second hand goes under, it's palm up like this, and I pull him in this way, rotate my wrist toward me, and finish the choke. So I'm going conform to the shape of the neck, and then constrict around the shape of the neck, and then turn and cut finally the wrist into the throat like that. Now, if he's doing a good job of blocking me from going under somehow here, maybe he's blocking my bicep like that, then I can go over this way and either go thumb inside or just grab the tufted material right here, lock it into place, connect the forearms, pull down, finish the choke this way. So if the second hand goes over, it's either thumb inside or just grab the material up here to finish that choke. Now, if he's doing a little better job of blocking here on my bicep, I can't go under, can't go over like that, then I'm gonna hold here the back of the elbow or the back of the tricep tendon. I'm gonna put the foot in the hip. I'm gonna turn, get this side here, knee way up into the armpit, push the head away here like this, get the leg around, grab the wrist, squeeze the knees together, not so much crossing the ankles, squeezing the knees instead. Both hands to the wrist, squeeze, finish the arm lock like this, okay? So we have one, choke, two, choke. He blocks the arm out like this. I go to set up the triangle here, or I'm sorry, we're gonna set up the arm bar here this way. If he pulls the arm free like this here, and I'm able to, whenever he turns back to face me, I'm gonna close up the legs this way here. I'm gonna walk out. I wanna pass the arm to the other side of him. Hold here, adjust the triangle, finish up, triangle choke this way. Okay, so we're going in kind of a linear fashion. Cross choke one, cross choke two, arm lock, he pulls the arm free, triangle. What if here, whenever we go, there's several different ways he might go to pull out of this arm lock. And if he does this with getting his good posture back up, he gets high on the posture and pulls the arm free, then this leg here can hook the back of his neck this way, right? And then I'm gonna hip, look, I change my hips from this side of his leg to this side over here, secure the arm, and then I go around this way, so both knees are facing this direction, my hips are behind his elbow, and finish the arm lock this way here. So, one more time on this one. If I go to set up the arm lock here, he pulls the arm free, and he regains his posture. I'm hooking the back of his head whenever he gets that posture up like this. I'm gonna come here, secure the arm, wrist, and elbow, hop my hips to the other side, bring the leg back around here. I'm trying to squeeze his neck a little bit, not with the intention so much of getting the choke, but of securing the arm at this angle to get the arm lock here. That's if he has nice high posture. So he can do a couple different ways to defend whenever he's pulling the arm free. He may do it by turning this way, he may do it by pulling the arm free, turning back to face me, or posturing up. If I go to set up the arm lock here, he rips the arm free like this. I figure four on the arm this way, getting my foot to the floor, securing the wrist, and I'm gonna scoot hip out, foot, hip like that. I'm gonna reach up, grab some material here, pull his shoulder to the floor, and then hip to the floor. As I go to sit up, I uncross the legs, bringing this foot back close to my butt, this one back close to my hips, and then I'm gonna drive the knee forward, hands on the floor like this, okay? Sometimes what will happen is we'll set this up. If he manages to get the arm free and I start attacking for omoplata like this, and he starts bringing his hips closer to me because I want to shrimp away from him and he's driving the weight in, so I'll just hook up on the leg here, this way, roll him over this way. Now sometimes when I set up, I can get this short arm lock just by pushing the arm to the floor here like this, right? If not, once we roll up to this position and he's keeping a little bit better of a lock, I can look, hug, secure like this, figure for the legs, and I'm gonna bring this foot backward across under his neck like that. Now next, I set my weight on my hip, on his wrist like this here, and I'm gonna reach down, pick up my own leg here, this way, making the shoulder lock, okay? On the same sweep here like this, if he drives the weight in, I carry him over, I come up to this position. I could still just re-roll back like this here, roll it back up, and then go back into omoplata again, and keep on that omoplata submission and just riding it like that. sometimes if he builds a good structure here, like this, and I have trouble getting into his collar and I have trouble doing this kind of stuff here. So he's got these good posts, he's got a pretty good posture. If I want to get rid of one of these, something that I can do here is I want to grab the sleeve, I want to shoot my wrist underneath, or here, I'll grab my own wrist, I'm going to pop up and I'm going to break the grip here, this way. I like to break it out to the side because it brings his shoulder in a little lower, and I'm going to wrap here, this way. So I'll wrap the arm in, and I'm going to come back right away, hip out to the side this way. Right? Once I cut this angle, now we have different opportunities of things that we can do. I can open this side collar, pass it over to this hand, reach across, and then finish the choke like this. Okay? Also, sometimes maybe if I've created the same kind of situation and I don't necessarily have the collar or that good of a grip on the collar, then I can go here, foot to the hip, come out, keep the lock on the elbow, smash down with my knee here, and then finish this lock here. This lock is going to really attack mostly elbow and then travel maybe up even on the shoulder depending on the angle of his arm. So if he's doing a good job with his posture, I'm going to come here, get underneath like this. I have a hold of the sleeve. I go here, grab on the wrist. I bump my hips up, and then whenever I reach the top, as I start bringing my hips back down, I pop his grip off of me. So I'll go up, pop here this way, wrap through, hip out to the side, squeeze, pass the collar over if it's available. If not, we'll go and attack this shoulder. If it is, I have the choke, or we have the arm lock here, right? If he's really doing a good job defending this choke, then look, I let him push my arm so I can get access to that sleeve, take the arm away from him, pull this elbow inside my hip, lock onto the shoulder like this, and then look, I have a straight armbar possibility, or I take that thumb to the floor for Americana like this. If he doesn't like this pressure and he's able to pull free this way, then I'm gonna go back, pass the arms to the other side, and fix up the triangle again, this way. Okay guys, so there's some good, pretty high percentage finishes from close guard. Some of these are dependent on the gi, some are not dependent on the gi, some can be modified for either circumstance, but these are some that I find very useful whenever we're inside the close guard, that I don't have to go too elaborate into open guard work and create all that extra space, because sometimes whenever I open my guard, I create the first initial opportunity for him to start his pass. So if I have these options whenever I'm in my close guard, it keeps me positionally safe, and they're fairly low risk, but still fairly high reward. So that's always a good combination whenever we can have those. So try them out, guys. Let me know what you think about these close guard submissions, these chokes and arm locks and stuff, and keep watching Aperture and Night Jiu Jitsu. Thanks a lot.